Valentine's Day is coming, and I know that many of you have great hopes of having this romantic evening, right? And I also know that many of you join my Happy Wife community on Facebook because you're looking for better communication in your relationship. So here's a hot tip. End the guessing game. My friends, very often, we set our men up for failure because we think that they're going to guess what it is that we really want, how we want to celebrate the day, what gift would move our heart and make us feel loved, all those things. But that is all really poor communication, setting him totally up for failure. I did it for years, I know. And instead, what I want to do is to invite you to get clear on what you want. Spend the time to identify what is it that you would really like to do to celebrate the holiday. And then to say it something like, I would love. Not I would want, because that can really land as a demand. Like, I really want flowers. And if you don't get them, right? So we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to express lots and lots of desires in a fun, light way that gives him many choices. And choices to show up as your hero. It doesn't mean that he's going to do all of them. He might not even do one of them. He might have a completely different idea up his sleeve on what he wants to do to celebrate his wife. But the idea is that you get to be your best self, have fun, and just put it out there. And it might be something like, I would love to go to a bed and breakfast, or I would love to go to dinner on Valentine's Day, or I would love flowers. Whatever it is, just give him lots and lots of options, okay? And receive whatever he does, which means respect his choices, respect his decisions. And if your marriage is not in a great place at the moment and you may not get anything, who knows? It's not all about you, okay? It's also about him. And so instead of having lots of expectations of what he's supposed to do, if he loved you, then he would, that whole mindset can be really destructive. Instead, if you are in your lane and you kind of own like, well, wait a minute, how do I want to show up? If I want to show up kind and loving, what could I do? Get curious. What could I do that would be kind and loving for him? One year, I had some fun when we first had gotten back together, and I put sticky notes on his bathroom door. I put them all in like the shape of a heart over the course of the month, and every day I had a different thing that I appreciated about him. Now, he never really said much about it, but I know that it was powerful for me. I know it was for him, but it's like, okay, I know for me, by focusing and having to think about more and more things that I appreciated about him and how I respected him and who he was as a man, not like just taking out the trash, but he's such a hardworking man. The man would die for me. He would do anything for me, even when I was miserable and unhappy. And so he's an amazing man, and I wanted him to know that. And so it shifted my heart. The more that I focused on and thought about thoughts of why I cared about this man, the more it shifted my heart and created love within me. So if you're in a place, even where you're thinking, I'm not even sure if I love this guy, it's all the more reason to take on a fun exercise like that and go on this gratitude challenge and post sticky notes or however you want to get creative about it, even verbalizing it, texting him, all of it, right? Like you get to decide, how could I celebrate love? Even I'm not sure what I'm feeling right now, but I know that I married him. And so I'm going to bet that he's at least 51% good. And so, if I could get curious about those good qualities about him, it's amazing what can start to happen. Now, really, so much is about our thoughts. I have been several days now without water. So we had Arctic temperatures here, super cold, pipes froze, even though he drained them and really tried to do his best to protect them. And it still happened. But he was able to turn it on last night for several hours so I did get a shower in. And then it was leaking again. So you know what? I still woke up really happy this morning, really grateful, because I do have an amazing man. And the more that I think about those thoughts, rather than about the dishes that are now piling up in the sink. I did most of them while the water was on, but of course then I cooked last night and I didn't do them last night. I really wanted to go to bed early because I was exhausted. And I slept for 11 hours. I gave myself permission to sleep in, go to bed early, take care of myself. And that moved my heart in a big way. And I just feel really, really happy this morning as I'm focusing on all the blessings. I could totally focusing on the things that aren't working, but it's like, no, that doesn't serve me on who I want to be. So I invite you to think about, who do you want to be? How do you want to show up? What can you do? What can you bring to the gift of Valentine's Day, a day to celebrate love and to be love? How can you show up that way in your lane instead of focusing on what he's going to do or what he's going to, how he's, what, you know, is he going to get me flowers? Is he going to get me chocolates? I don't want chocolates. I'm trying to lose weight. All those things. No. On your paper, what do you want to do? How do you want to show up? So express desires, clear communication, no guessing game of the things that you would like to do. Maybe you want to sleep in. Maybe you want to get to wrap up on the couch in a fuzzy blanket and watch Casablanca. I don't know. Get creative, have fun, drop loads of seeds like in a garden and watch which ones grow, and then respect whatever decisions he makes, whatever he wants to do, and just be happy. Friends, a smile is probably the sexiest thing that you can wear, because a man really does want us to be happy, and yet it's not their job to make us happy. They don't really know what it is that's going to make us happy. We have to make ourselves happy. And when you show up that way, with that smile on, receiving whatever he does, I promise you it will help to spiral up your relationship and to continue to heal. And get creative. Get in that place of curiosity. What do I want? What could I do? How can I celebrate love? How can I be love? All those kinds of thoughts and inquiries, well, it'll just create fun, right? And when we're fun and light, it makes a huge difference in spiraling our relationships up, which is what we are doing in the Happy Wife community. We are standing for one another to continue to be our best selves and to create a legacy of happy, intact marriages. And so if you are struggling in any way in your marriage, maybe not even sure about what makes you happy or if you really do love him or not, check in. Come and chat with me. Join the group, Happy Wife Community on Facebook, and I'm standing for you. All right? God bless. Have a great day.